Hi, I just finished a video here about Nepal, and one of the key points there is people having hope. Okay, one of the biggest issues humanity faces nowadays is healthcare. Costs are increasing, and we don't feel like we're getting a great service. My experience is that I lived in Brazil, and healthcare there it's free. They say if you look at the media, they say their SUS, which is the public healthcare, is one of the best in the world. Wow! If you can wait 3 to 5 years to have an operation, yes, good one. Most likely you die before. Okay. US has Medicare, okay? I think it's a lot better. I have a friend there and he says very good. He's got good doctors, everything paid, and he worked for it. Seems pretty good. Europe has a decent medical system. I lived there, and actually I lived in the US. I didn't have the free medical, okay? So, but in Europe I did access, although I'm from Brazil, in Europe, I have double nationality, so I access some of their free medical. It's decent, but very costly, and maybe not self-sustaining. While in Asia, where I am right now, you have to save your own money for health if you're local and if you're a legal resident. Otherwise, you have to pay cash or have a private health insurance, which is just as expensive as Europe, US, or Brazil. So, I'm Beto Bloise, I'm 66. Currently, I only have small health insurance through my wife's job, and my strategy is sleep well, eat healthy, don't get sick, and if you do, save enough money that you can do privately. So with that, this year I create courage to do two very important: fix my teeth, okay, which cost a lot of money in Thailand, and before that I fixed my hip that is being damaged, walking like a penguin since 2014, the year that I end up my senior tour tennis career, which was I was number one in Brazil in 2014 in tennis. I'm 20 in the world. I was as high as 5 in the world in tennis in the senior tour. Played ATP too, and it took me 11 years to fix all this, to fix my hip, and it took me 40 years to fix my teeth, not with collateral damage, okay? Fix my teeth, it wasn't the beautiful implants, and I had to do dentures. I can even start to explain how tough that was, starting with taking a bridge and taking 5 teeth out in a 4.5 hours in the dentist chair, at the middle of it crying. The hip operation, very tough in Thailand too, and I stayed 20 days extra to do physio. Came back walking, okay? I might have to face a left knee, but all this, I'm sorry for this long story, is when I was in the hospital recovering with my wife, my beautiful wife that supported me and stayed with me there. We wanted to open the window of the hospital in the aftercare residency. And they say, no, we don't open the windows here, because a lot of people come to the hospital and they commit suicide because they don't have enough money to pay or they don't have any hope. So again, I finish the video with the word suicide. That was not my intention. So my message to you is reach out, try to problem solve with your family, with your closed ones, and there is people that care, okay? You just need to find the people that care and you can solve the problems. I love you and I'll be in touch soon again.